Howdy, folks. Woody Walls from NeedCoffee.com here. Back again for another Wayhomer review. Here's how it works for the uninitiated. I have just left the cinema, which is over there, and I have seen a film, and I'm going to tell you about that film on my way home. It just saves time that way for everyone involved. And today, we are here to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. So, Guardians of the Galaxy. Synopsis to begin with. That's a good place to start. Yeah, finally seeing this because I've been out of town and busy, and so yeah, I'm behind. But finally saw it. Synopsis. Basically, you have Peter Quill, who is a thief who has been commissioned to steal, let's use the accurate word, steal an orb. Just that's what you do, an ordinary average orb. I expect to see Christmas ornaments like that orb in stores by Christmas, or Marvel, I'll be very disappointed in you. So he goes to steal this, not knowing that there's something more to it than just being an orb. And he kind of sets in motion a series of events and brings some people together that will form the titular group, the Guardians of the Galaxy, as they try to stop some crazy guy named Ronan, who likes to go around and accuse things and then proceed to destroy them, because that's just what he does. So you have the sides are drawn between the Guardians, who are sort of thrown together, as most good groups are, and Ronan, who is basically, Lee Pace. He's that guy from Pushing Daisies with a lot of makeup on and armor. So, there's your synopsis. Oh, but, I mean, along the way, the Guardians are a raccoon and a talking tree, and, an assassin that Captain Kirk would drool over, and Dave Bautista having spent 13 hours in makeup. There you go. Okay, so here's the deal. I find it incredibly amusing that, and I've been saying this multiple times, that Marvel basically, announced, oh, we're going to do Guardians of the Galaxy. And everybody was like, Guardians of the Galaxy? What the hell is Guardians of the Galaxy? And then those same people, 2 trailers later, were like, Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah! Because basically, I too was going, Guardians of the Galaxy. That's an interesting choice. It makes sense because you want to go cosmic, because you're trying to do different things with your films, as I think we've discussed before. It's not just straight up people in capes films. They have different genres that they're aiming for, so they're showing that they have a wide range of stuff. So, but I thought it was interesting. But when you consider that Iron Man, I mean, for the most part, most people, when they heard there was an Iron Man movie, thought somebody was making a movie out of the song. So, Marvel has proven that they're very good in getting non-comic people to care about comic characters. So I trusted them. And then after I saw the trailers, I went, yes, this actually looks very good. Not just because of the excellent soundtrack, it's probably some of the best use of songs and selection of songs this side of Quentin Tarantino and Zack Snyder. Yes, Zack Snyder picks good music. You shouldn't let him hear people with capes, but he picks good music. Now, basically, after I saw that, I myself took the film to be what I think it was mostly intended to be, because, as I've said many times before, in my youth, which was sometime around 18, we didn't have anything. Let's just cut to the chase. We had 3 networks, and then we basically had like the video store around the corner, and you got so bored, or at least I did, because there's nobody where I lived. I went systematically through genres and just watched movies. And I watched a lot of really horrible and yet fun, but also horrible 80s sci-fi flicks. and late 70s, because once Star Wars hit, everybody wanted to do one of those. So, to me, this looked like, because it's James Gunn as well, so I sort of understand his sensibility. And by the way, because I'll forget to say it later, if you have not seen The Specials, which is a superhero movie he did a while back, for the love of God, do so immediately. But basically, this to me looked like one of those 80s sci-fi films where a bunch of misfits get together to do something, you know, Magnificent Seven style, which has been turned into everything, and, you know, the most unlikely people become heroes and have to save the day. That was the plot line for numerous late 70s, 80s sci-fi films, and it still is now. But this had that sort of feel because back then everything wasn't so serious. It was, you had moments of goofiness. You had, they would let you laugh because heavy things, once they hit, once something big happens, you need something funny to relieve the tension. I mean, you know, all the way back to Shakespeare, people have been doing this. So when I saw the trailers, I went, okay, I think I see what you're doing here, and I am totally behind this. Now, I think personally that I was right. Now, I don't. It's not a horrible 80s sci-fi. It's like one of those done correctly. You know what I mean? It's because it's got all of the silliness, but not too silly. It's got all the humor, but not too humorous. And all of the things blowing up that those people back then wished they had the effects budget and the CG to be able to pull off. I can't even imagine if this actually makes a ton of money. I can't wait to hear somebody say, I'm remaking Battle Beyond the Stars. Then I will, she's seen it, she's laughing. That would be amazing. So, I think that had this had that sort of flavor to it, and I won't say that it paid homage to it, but it just had that feel. And I think it worked fairly well. Now, part of it is that they walk this amazing line, because you have, again, the misfit characters who are coming together, which they engineer that quite well so that they do it in a short amount of time, and yet it feels fairly organic. So well done to that, because that's hard to do. In addition to that, they have this whole thing about, and this is partly in the trailer, I'm not giving anything away, oh, we're just losers given a second chance, and, you know, now we have friends and we're comrades whether we want to be or not. They take that and they go right up to the edge of where, you know, when they take that sort of heartfelt thing in a movie that shouldn't have so much heartfeltness, and you feel that your teeth hurt from the just a little bit of saccharin in the wrong place. If that makes sense. They go right up to that level, and then they don't go there. They don't go too far. And again, it's punctuated with, even when they've done it, when they've gone really close, they'll acknowledge that they've gone really close in a self-aware method that lets you know, yeah, okay, this is part of the convention, and you're following it, and we can't get too mad at you because also we're having a good time. And that's part of the main thing too, is that anytime, you know, I probably, if I thought about it, could have gotten a little, I don't know, bent out of shape about certain bits, but honestly, I can't think of them because I was too busy enjoying myself. So, and I've said before, if you show me a good time, which sounds really wrong, if I'm having fun, then I will let you and your movie get away with all kinds of stuff that I wouldn't normally. Because otherwise I'll just pick it to pieces because my brain will wake up. But here I was having way too much fun to, you know, to jump 2 steps ahead when I could and go, oh, I see exactly what's going to happen. I know that's going to work out. I see where that subplot is going. Oh, that was supposed to be. That's going to be coming handy later. All those things that you do because I was too busy having a good time, because there was a great amount of character interaction that was funny and fun, as well as lots of things blowing up. I also commend them because the Marvel Cosmic, the cosmic end of Marvel is one of those things that's like, people, you know, a lot of people who read Marvel Comics don't understand what's going on in the cosmic side of things. So they managed to go out there and not confuse the hell out of everybody. I mean, because I didn't read the new Guardians of the Galaxy. I know about the old Guardians of the Galaxy. So there's lots of stuff that I don't know, but I was able to follow everything and pick up on the neat little comic bits and whatever else. So they really did a good job of going into a completely different arena, expanding it, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I don't think they lost anybody. I didn't get the feeling of the people we were seeing in, you know, an early IMAX 3D show, so there weren't tons of people in there, but I didn't get the feeling from the people that were in there of just going, what in the hell, what's the blue guy with the whistling and the what, and why is she pink, and what is with the gills, and I didn't get that feeling at all. So that takes a little bit of work as well. And I mean, here's the thing. The 3D was good. Which again, I don't know what, I'm sure that, again, I don't do any research. I go tinkle, I come right to the car, and then we're doing stuff.
Turn your light on.
What? Oh. Is that, okay. So is this, instead of going, one, what? So, you can't speak, they know you're there. I've already acknowledged, you can, just for future reference, you can talk, it's okay. So anyway, what the hell was I saying? Oh! No, I don't know what I was saying. What was I saying? I've completely lost it. Oh, no, it's still not there. Okay, I've completely lost where I was. Basically, what I want to say is this. Oh, the 3D, that's right, thank you. The 3D, I don't know what the deal is between films, but like, you know, Winter Soldier, 3D not great, Guardians, 3D great. I don't know what the difference is. I'm sure some of you technical people out there can tell me, but I don't know what it is, because I didn't do any research, because that's what I do. So, so anyway, so yes, the 3D was good. It looked good. The CG characters, like Groot and Rocket, looked good. They were believably in the frame. You know, sometimes you just go, yeah, you're not even there. That was fine. And, I mean, the biggest thing is, it was fun. It was a fun sci-fi, I won't go so far as to say romp, but it was romp-like. It was pseudo-rompish, if you want to say that. I don't know why you would, because no one would ever say that word. I don't even know why I said that word. But basically, it was just fun. A great summer sci-fi flick. Again, of the sort that, you know, I sort of have a warm spot for deep in my heart. So, yeah, and I think it was worth it on the IMAX just because there were lots of explosions and they were pretty when very, very large. So, I'm not sure what else to say that I think I have not already covered. There are some things that I would love to talk about that we'll talk about on a podcast somewhere because they would be spoilerific, and we don't like that. So we'll skip that for now. I'll just say that the coda after the credits was interesting. So cup-wise, I think I'm going to go with 4 out of 5. Probably would have been a 3.5, except that I had a ton of fun and the 3D was worthwhile, so that should be rewarded. And should you see it? Yes, of course, you should see it. Marvel right now is like the Pixar. They're what Pixar used to be, where, you know, the worst they did is pretty good, at least in my opinion. So we should ride this train until it derails like Pixar did. He said, a tear forming in his eye. So there you go. 4 out of 5 cups. Hell of a lot of fun. I highly recommend Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just solid, goofy fun. So there you have it. Another Wayhomer in the tank, so to speak. Thanks so much for watching. As always, if you're watching this on YouTube or somewhere else, remember, needcoffee.com is the site. We do other stuff there besides this, so feel free to stop by and watch that space, because we're going to be soon announcing our schedule for our Dragon Con appearances here in Atlanta over Labor Day weekend. So until next time, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you later.